Welcome back to the deep dive. Today feels a little different, doesn't it?
It really does.
I mean, usually we're sprinting through tech news or trying to, condense a 1,000-page history book into 40 minutes.
Right.
But today we're hitting the brakes. We are slowing everything right down.
We certainly are, and there's a very good reason for that.
Okay.
Usually our source material is this massive stack of disparate articles. Today we're looking at something that seems deceptively simple.
What's that?
It's called Vocab Set 113. Now, to the uninitiated, that sounds maybe a little dry, like just a list of words.
Right, like homework?
Exactly. But when you actually open this file, you realize it's a treasure trove of 30 really essential English idioms and phrasal verbs.
Exactly. And the mission today isn't just to list them off and say, good luck memorizing that.
No, not.
We're treating this like a master class. We have a listener in mind. Let's call them the learner.
I like that.
They don't just want to recognize these phrases. They want to own them.
Yeah.
They want to use them with the swagger of a native speaker.
That is the key word. Ownership. Yeah. To really own a word, you need more than just a definition.
Right.
You need the context, the grammar, the friends. The word hangs out with what we call collocations.
The whole ecosystem.
The whole ecosystem. So for every single one of these 30 items, we're going to go through a pretty rigorous 7-point checklist.
7 points. That sounds intense, but I love it.
It is intense, but it's necessary. For each item we'll cover, meaning 3 specific examples, the semantic field, which is kind of the family the word lives in,
Okay.
synonyms, prepositions, collocations, and finally, the opposites.
So no fluff, just a direct sequential journey through the list.
That's the plan.
It's going to be patient, it's going to be thorough, and by the end of this, these 30 phrases will be part of your DNA.
That's the goal. Shall we open the file and look at item number 1?
Let's do it. Item number 1 is a phrase I probably use 10 times a day without thinking about it. Look like.
Look like. Yeah, it seems so simple on the surface, doesn't it?
It does.
But we should really unpack the meaning here, because this is one where learners can, they can trip up on it.
How so?
Well, look like is primarily about resemblance, right? It means to resemble someone or something in appearance. That's the first meaning.
Okay, that makes sense.
But, and this is the important part, it has a second function. It can also indicate probability.
Probability.
Yeah, it tells us that a certain event is likely to happen, usually based on some kind of visual evidence.
Ah, so it's about what my eyes are telling me, whether that's comparing 2 faces or, I don't know, looking at storm clouds.
Precisely. Let's look at 3 examples to really solidify that.
Okay.
First, the resemblance aspect. A very common one is, you look exactly like your mother in that photo.
Right. You're comparing physical features, the nose, the eyes, the smile.
Exactly. Now, for the probability aspect, you might look out the window, see these dark clouds rolling in and say, it looks like it is going to rain soon.
Okay, so you're not saying the sky physically resembles water.
No, you're saying the evidence suggests rain is imminent.
Got it.
And for a third example, which is purely descriptive, that cloud looks like a giant rabbit. You're just mapping a shape onto an object.
Okay, so where does this sit in our mental map? What's the semantic field here?
This belongs to the field of perception, appearance, and similarity. It's all about how our brain processes visual data and, categorizes it.
And if I wanted to sound a bit more formal, or just use a different word, what are the synonyms?
Resemble is the direct formal synonym. You resemble your mother. It sounds a bit more academic.
It does.
For the probability, meaning you would use seem or appear to be. It seems it will rain.
Now, English is so tricky with prepositions. Look is a verb, but we can't just say, you look your mother.
You're absolutely right. The preposition like is essential here. It's the bridge between the verb look and the object. You look like someone.
And if you drop it...
If you drop the like, you change the meaning entirely. To look at someone is just to stare at them. Very different.
Good catch. Okay, so how do we make this sound natural in conversation? What are the collocations?
We rarely use it in isolation. We almost always intensify it. You'll often hear, you look exactly like, or you look a bit like, or you look just like.
Yeah, so those and verbs, exactly, a bit, just... They're the collocations that give the phrase its flavor.
That's a perfect way to put it.
And finally, what if 2 things are polar opposites in appearance?
The opposite would be look nothing like. For example, you look nothing like your passport photo.
I think we all feel that one.
Or, more formally, to differ completely.
Okay, I feel like I understand that on a much deeper level now. Let's move to number 2. This one is much more dramatic. Lose one's head.
Lose one's head. This is a fantastic idiom. It's all about control, or rather, the lack of it.
Right.
It means to panic. It refers to losing control of your composure in a stressful situation, to the point where you're just unable to think clearly.
I always picture a chicken running around with its head cut off. Is that the vibe we're going for?
That is exactly the chaotic energy this idiom conveys. It's not just being silly, it's a failure of logic under pressure.
Okay, give us some examples of how this plays out in real life.
Imagine a crisis. When the fire alarm rang, he lost his head and ran the wrong way.
So the key there is that he panicked and made an irrational decision.
Precisely. Or you might use it as advice to a student before a big test. Don't lose your head during the exam. Just breathe and focus.
It means don't let the pressure destroy your thinking process.
Exactly. And thirdly, she lost her head for a moment and said things she didn't mean. Here, the panic translates into, well, verbal chaos.
Right, so the semantic field here is obviously emotion, but more specifically panic and control.
Correct. It's all about the breakdown of emotional regulation.
And what are the synonyms if I don't want to use the idiom?
Panic is the most direct one. If you want to be informal, you could say freak out,
Right.
or simply lose control.
Are there tricky prepositions here to watch out for?
Not really. It's a fixed idiom, but you should notice the pronoun changes. I lose my head, you lose your head.
So you can't just lose the head.
No, that wouldn't make sense.
That's a good point. And collocations. How do we use it?
We often qualify the degree of the loss. You might say someone completely lost their head or they nearly lost their head.
And the opposite. If you are the one person who stays calm while everyone else is screaming,
Then you keep your head.
right.
There's that famous poem by Rudyard Kipling that starts, "If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs." That is the ultimate opposite.
Staying calm under fire. I love that connection. Okay, item number 3. It sounds similar, but the meaning is quite different. We're moving from panic to rage, lose one's temper.
Yes, very different territory. Lose one's head is all about confusion and panic.
Right.
Lose one's temper is pure anger. It means to become angry suddenly, to fail to keep your anger under control.
So head is about thinking, and temper is about feeling.
That's a great way to distinguish them. Let's look at the examples. I'm sorry I lost my temper and shouted at you.
Okay, so it implies a sudden snap, a break in patience.
It does. It feels almost accidental sometimes.
Yeah.
Or describing someone's personality. He rarely loses his temper even when he is tired. That tells you he has high emotional control.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, a little bit of wisdom for you. If you lose your temper, you lose the argument.
That is profound advice. If you start yelling, you've already lost.
Exactly.
So the semantic field is anger and emotional regulation.
Yes. It's about the management of aggression.
And the synonyms.
Well, get angry is the basic one. But English has some really colorful ones.
Like what?
Blow a fuse, fly off the handle, or hit the roof.
Fly off the handle is such a great visual, like an axe head flying off. Dangerous
It is.
prepositions.
The idiom is fixed, but you have to pay attention to who you're angry at. You lose your temper with someone. So with is the preposition to watch.
Good to know. And collocations.
You might describe the temper itself. Someone has a bad temper, a quick temper, or a foul temper.
And the opposite of losing it.
To keep one's cool or to hold one's temper.
Okay. Moving on to number 4. We're still on the word lose, but the meaning is shifting again. Lose one's touch.
To lose one's touch. This one is about competence and sometimes aging.
Right.
It means to no longer be as skilled or successful at doing something as you used to be. It implies a gradual decline in ability.
This one feels a bit sad. It's the aging athlete or the artist who isn't what they used to be.
It can be melancholic, yes. For example, the chef burnt the steak. I think he is losing his touch.
He used to be perfect, but now mistakes are creeping in.
Exactly. Or in a business context. She used to be the best salesperson, but lately she's lost her touch.
She isn't closing the deals anymore.
Right. But it can also be temporary. You could say, don't worry, you haven't lost your touch. You're just out of practice.
So the semantic field is skill, ability, and decline.
Correct.
What are some synonyms for this?
You can say someone is declining in skill. A very common colloquial synonym is get rusty.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bit rusty at tennis.
Exactly that.
Prepositions.
No fixed prepositions, but again, remember the possessive pronoun changes. My touch, your touch, his touch.
Got it. Collocations.
We often use the continuous form here. Someone is definitely losing his touch or they're starting to lose her touch. It really emphasizes the process.
And if you haven't lost it, if you're still amazing at what you do.
Then you are on top of your game or in fine form.
Okay, item number 5, lost cause.
Lost cause. So this is a noun phrase and it's quite pessimistic.
It sounded.
It refers to a person or a thing that can no longer succeed or be changed for the better. It represents a hopeless situation.
It sounds very final. You aren't just struggling, you're done.
It is final. An example. Trying to fix this old computer is a lost cause. It means don't spend any more money on it. It's dead.
Right. Don't throw good money after bad.
Precisely. Or he gave up on the project because he realized it was a lost cause. And regarding a stubborn person in a debate, don't waste your time. That argument is a lost cause.
So the semantic field here is failure and hopelessness.
Correct.
And synonyms.
A hopeless case, a waste of time, or a dead end.
What about prepositions? How is it used in a sentence?
It's usually used after the verb to be. Something is a lost cause, or it seems like a lost cause.
Okay. And collocations.
You might hear the phrase fight a lost cause, which means to struggle for something that has already failed.
And the opposite of a lost cause.
That would be a sure thing, a promising venture, or simply a success.
Okay, let's pivot. We're leaving the depressing world of loss behind. Let's talk about something everyone likes. Money.
Good idea.
Item number 6 is made of money.
Made of money. This idiom implies being very rich. But, and this is a crucial cultural nuance, it is almost always used in negative sentences to deny wealth.
Oh, that's so true. It's the classic dad phrase when you ask for a pony.
Exactly that. I can't buy everyone dinner. I'm not made of money. It's a defense mechanism against having to spend.
Right. Or justification.
It is. Or, do you think I'm made of money to afford that car? It's a rhetorical question, but you can use it descriptively about other people. They act like they are made of money with all those vacations.
Semantic field is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Wealth and finance.
Yes, exactly.
And synonyms.
Wealthy, or the informal loaded.
Loaded, yeah.
Or rolling in it.
Preposition.
It uses of. Made of money, like a statue made of gold.
Right. And collocations.
Act like one is made of money or think I'm made of money. It's often about perception.
And the opposite.
Broke, poor, or strapped for cash.
Okay, sticking with the money theme, item number 7 is make a bundle.
Make a bundle. This is a cheerful idiom meaning to earn a very large amount of money. A bundle visually represents a big stack of cash tied together.
It feels very 1920s gangster, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to make a bundle, boys.
It does have that old school charm to it, for examples. He made a bundle selling his company. That implies a big lump sum payout.
Right.
Or they hope to make a bundle on the stock market.
The dream.
Or you can make a bundle if you invent something useful.
Semantic field here is profit, earning, and success.
Yes.
And synonyms for making a bundle.
Make a killing. That's very common in business.
Right.
Earn a fortune. Or, informally, clean up, as in, I went to the casino and cleaned up.
Prepositions.
None inside the phrase itself, but you usually make a bundle on a deal or often an investment.
So those are the collocations as well.
Exactly those. Make a bundle on real estate. Make a bundle off the sale.
And the opposite. What happens when the deal goes bad?
You lose one shirt. That means you lose everything you have. Or, more simply, you lose money.
Number 8. This one hurts a little. Make a fool of oneself.
Make a fool of oneself. Yes, this means to behave in a way that makes you look silly, stupid, or ridiculous to others. It's all about social embarrassment and the loss of dignity.
We have all been there. It's that moment you just wish the ground would swallow you up.
Indeed. An example. I made a fool of myself by singing loudly in the library.
Oh, dear.
You broke a social contract and looked silly. Or he was afraid to dance because he didn't want to make a fool of himself.
That fear of judgment often stops us from doing things.
It does. And a classic one. She drank too much and made a fool of herself at the party.
So the semantic field is embarrassment and social behavior.
Correct.
Synonyms.
Embarrass oneself, humiliate oneself.
Prepositions.
The of connects to the reflexive pronoun. Make a fool of yourself. Make a fool of him.
Okay, and collocations. Can we intensify it?
We often do. We emphasize the degree of foolishness. Make a complete fool of oneself, or an absolute fool of oneself.
And the opposite.
To save face, which is very important in many cultures, or to maintain one's dignity.
Okay, item number 9. We're back to money, but bigger. Make a fortune.
Make a fortune. This is similar to make a bundle, but fortune sounds more permanent, perhaps larger in scale.
All right, a bundle is one deal. A fortune is a life's work.
That's a good way of looking at it. It means to acquire a very large amount of wealth.
Give us the examples.
Her grandmother made a fortune in real estate. That implies wealth that lasts for generations.
Right.
He wants to go to Hollywood and make a fortune. It's the dream of the big break, and a more modern one. Companies make a fortune selling data.
Semantic field. Wealth and accumulation.
Yes.
Synonyms.
Become rich, strike it rich, or amass wealth.
What about prepositions?
None inside the phrase, but like make a bundle. You make a fortune in an industry or from an activity.
And collocations.
You can make a small fortune, which is ironic because it actually means a large amount of money.
Right.
Or you can make a fortune overnight.
And the opposite.
To go bankrupt or lose everything.
Item number 10. This one's a bit more humble. Make a living.
Make a living. Yes, this isn't about getting rich. It means to earn enough money to support yourself and pay for life's necessities. It's about survival and employment.
It feels very dignified. It's about paying your way in the world.
Exactly. Examples. It is hard to make a living as an artist, meaning it's hard to pay the rent with paintings.
That's very true.
He makes a good living repairing cars. This implies he's comfortable, but not necessarily made of money.
Right.
And of course, the classic cocktail party question. So, what do you do to make a living?
Semantic field is employment, survival, and finance.
Yes.
Synonyms.
Earn a livelihood, support oneself, or simply to get by.
Prepositions here.
None.
And collocations.
We often qualify it. Make a good living, make a decent living, or on the other end, barely make a living.
And the opposite of making a living.
To be unemployed, or in the extreme, to starve.
Okay, we are 1/3 of the way through. That was a solid block of money-related idioms. Deep breath. Let's move to item 11. Make a pig of oneself.
Make a pig of oneself. This has such vivid imagery, doesn't it? It means to eat too much or too greedily. It's an attack on your table manners.
Yeah, it's not just eating a lot. It's eating aggressively and without consideration.
Exactly. I made a pig of myself at the buffet and ate 3 plates. It implies a real lack of control.
I might relate to that one, unfortunately.
I think we all do sometimes. Or as a warning, don't make a pig of yourself. Leave some cake for the others. Here it's about fairness.
Right.
And the consequence. He felt sick because he made a pig of himself at dinner.
Semantic field. Eating habits, greed, and manners.
Exactly.
What are some synonyms?
Overate, gluttonize, which is a bit formal.
Yeah.
Or stuff oneself.
Prepositions.
Again, it's that of connecting to the reflexive pronoun. Make a pig of yourself.
And collocations.
You might say make an absolute pig of oneself to really emphasize it.
And the opposite. The polite way to eat.
To eat like a bird, which means to eat very little or to show restraint.
Okay, item 12. Make a splash.
Make a splash. I love this one. Imagine jumping into a pool cannonball style. Water goes everywhere. It means to attract a lot of attention, to be very successful or popular very suddenly.
It's all about impact. You can't ignore a splash.
Yes. Her new book made a huge splash in the literary world. It got everyone talking.
Nice.
The company wants to make a splash with its new product launch.
Yeah.
Marketing is all about making splashes. Or, on a personal level, he arrived in a bright red car just to make a splash.
So the semantic field is attention, fame, and impact.
Correct.
And synonyms for this.
To cause a sensation, to turn heads, or the modern equivalent, to go viral.
Ah, yeah, the ultimate splash.
It is.
Prepositions.
None internal to the phrase.
Collocations. How do we modify it?
Make a big splash, or make quite a splash.
And the opposite of making a splash.
To go unnoticed, or to fly under the radar.
Item 13. This is a nice one. Make one's day.
Make one's day. This is a lovely one. It means to make someone feel very happy or satisfied, to be the highlight of their day.
We have to mention Clint Eastwood, right?
Yeah.
We just have to.
We do. Go ahead, make my day. In the movie Sudden Impact, Dirty Harry means give me a reason to shoot you because that would make me happy.
So, in normal life, please don't use it that way.
Please don't. Good advice. In normal life, it's much kinder.
How do normal, nonviolent people use it?
Receiving that letter really made my day. It turned a normal day into a great one.
Right.
Or something simple. Seeing you smile made my day.
Semantic field here is happiness and satisfaction.
Yes.
Synonyms.
To delight someone or to cheer someone up.
Prepositions.
None.
Collocating.
Highly make one's day or totally make one's day.
And the opposite.
To ruin one's day or, more informally, to bum someone out.
Item 14. Make time for.
Make time for. This is all about priorities. It means to prioritize someone or something to ensure there's free time available to do something specific.
I like this because it implies that time doesn't just exist. You have to actively create it.
That is the philosophical insight at its core. You need to make time for exercise.
Because if you wait to find time, you never will.
You never will. You have to make it. Or, even though he is busy, he always makes time for his children. That shows his values. And in a work setting, I will try to make time for a meeting next week.
So the semantic field is time management and priorities.
Yes.
And synonyms.
To find time for, to set aside time for, or simply to schedule.
Preposition for.
Connects to the object or the activity. You make time for it.
And collocations.
Make time for family, make time for yourself. They're often about well-being.
And the opposite.
To be too busy for, or simply to neglect.
Okay, item 15. Mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings. This describes a very complex emotional state. It means having two conflicting emotions about something at the same time.
So happy and sad, or excited and scared.
Exactly. It's the definition of being an adult, really. Nothing is ever just one thing.
That is very true.
An example. I have mixed feelings about moving to a new city. You might be excited for the job, but sad to leave your friends.
Right, I get that.
She had mixed feelings when her son went to college. That's pride mixed with loneliness, empty nest syndrome. And the movie ended with a scene that gave me mixed feelings.
So the semantic field is emotion, ambivalence, and uncertainty.
Ambivalence is the perfect technical word for this. Yes.
And synonyms.
Ambivalent, conflicted, or torn.
What about prepositions?
It's usually followed by about. Mixed feelings about something.
And in collocations.
Have mixed feelings. Or you can say something leaves someone with mixed feelings.
And the opposite, when you feel just one way.
Certainty, a wholehearted feeling, or absolute conviction.
Item 16. Needless to say.
Needless to say, this is what we call a discourse marker. It introduces a statement.
Okay.
It literally means it is so obvious that it does not need to be said, yet, and this is the irony, you say it anyway for emphasis.
We love to say things that don't need to be said. It helps frame the conversation.
It does. It builds a bond with the listener, implying, we both know this already. For example, needless to say, I was very angry about the delay. The context implies the anger, but the phrase underscores it.
Right.
It rained all day. So, needless to say, the picnic was canceled. It signals a logical consequence. And needless to say, he passed the exam with a perfect score.
The semantic field here is discourse, marker, certainty, and logic.
Yes.
And the synonyms.
Obviously, clearly, or the longer phrase, it goes without saying.
Prepositions.
And to is just part of the infinitive within the fixed phrase.
Collocations.
It almost always appears at the beginning of a sentence or a clause.
And the opposite, when something is not obvious.
Surprisingly, or unexpectedly.
Item 17. Nervous wreck.
Nervous wreck. This describes a person. It refers to someone who is extremely anxious, stressed, or worried.
Right.
They're a wreck, like a crashed car or a sunken ship. They're broken down by their nerves.
That's a powerful image. You aren't just worried, you are structurally unsound.
It is. Examples. I was a nervous wreck before my driving test.
Shaking hands, sweating, the whole deal.
Exactly. Or stop pacing around, you are making me a nervous wreck. Anxiety can be contagious.
That's true.
And by the end of the week, the stress had made him a nervous wreck.
So the semantic field is anxiety and mental health, though used informally.
Yes, very much so.
Synonyms.
A bundle of nerves, an anxious person, or simply stressed out.
Prepositions.
Yeah.
None.
And collocations.
We intensify it. An absolute nervous wreck or a total nervous wreck.
And the opposite.
Calm and collected. Or the great idiom, cool as a cucumber.
Item 18. Night owl.
Night owl. This describes a personality type, specifically regarding sleep. It's a person who prefers to be awake and active late at night.
This is all about circadian rhythms. Some people just come alive at 11 p.m.
That's right. For example, I am a night owl, so I do my best work at 2 a.m.
That is way too late for me. Me too. Or the classic pairing. My husband is an early bird, but I am a night owl. This contrast creates a lot of domestic scheduling issues.
I can imagine.
And being a night owl is difficult when you have an 8.0 a.m. job.
So the semantic field is sleep habits and personality.
Yes.
And synonyms for a night owl.
Late sleeper, though that can also mean waking up late or, more formally, a nocturnal person.
Prepositions.
None for this one.
Collocations.
A bit of a night owl or a confirmed night owl.
And the opposite we've already mentioned.
Exactly. An early bird or a morning person.
Item 19, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings. This is a phrase used in conflict resolution. It means there is no anger or resentment remaining after an argument or disagreement.
It's the verbal equivalent of a handshake after a match.
That's a perfect analogy. I didn't get the job, but there are no hard feelings. It shows good sportsmanship.
It's very graceful.
It is. Or, let's shake hands and say no hard feelings. And as a question, I hope there are no hard feelings about what I said yesterday.
The semantic field is forgiveness, emotion, and conflict resolution.
Correct.
And the synonyms.
No resentment, no bad blood, or the idiom water under the bridge.
Prepositions.
None.
And collocations.
We often say harbor no hard feelings. To harbor means to hold on to something, like a ship in a port.
I like that. And the opposite, when you do hold on to it.
That would be a grudge, resentment, or bad blood.
Okay, item 20.
Yeah.
No laughing matter.
No laughing matter. This means a very serious situation that should not be joked about. It is grave.
You usually say this when someone is laughing, right? Shut them down.
Often, yes. Getting lost in the desert is no laughing matter. It says, stop giggling, we are in serious trouble.
Definitely not funny.
Or, this allergy is no laughing matter, it can be dangerous.
Huh?
And in a workplace, safety regulations are no laughing matter.
The semantic field is seriousness and severity.
Yes.
Synonyms.
Serious business, a serious issue, or nothing to joke about.
Prepositions.
Then,
Collocations.
it is almost always preceded by the verb to be. Something is no laughing matter.
And the opposite.
A joke, or something trivial.
All right, we are 2/3 done, 10 more to go. We're entering the no and not a section of the list.
We are.
Item 21, no point in.
No point in. This phrase expresses futility. It means there is no purpose, reason, or use in doing something.
It's the why bother feeling.
Exactly. There is no point in waiting for him. He isn't coming. It suggests you should stop the action you're doing.
Right.
There's no point in arguing with someone who won't listen. That's about preserving your energy. And I see no point in buying a car if you can't drive.
The semantic field here is utility, logic, and futility.
Yes.
Synonyms.
Useless, futile, or a waste of time.
What about prepositions? This seems like a tricky one.
This is a grammar trap. The preposition in is required, and it must be followed by the gerund, the verb with ing.
So no point in waiting, not no point to wait.
That is crucial, yes.
And collocations.
See no point in or absolutely no point in.
And the opposite.
Worthwhile or a good reason for.
Item 22, not give a hoot.
Not give a hoot. This is a very informal one. It means to not care at all, to be completely indifferent. A hoot implies something of very small value, or maybe the sound an owl makes.
It sounds a bit gentler than other versions of this phrase.
It is. It's safe for work for the most part. He doesn't give a hoot about what people think of his clothes.
Good for you.
Or, I don't give a hoot if we go to the beach or the park. That expresses apathy. And she didn't give a hoot about the rules.
The semantic field is indifference and apathy.
Yes.
And the synonyms.
Not care less, be indifferent, or the slightly rude version, not give a damn.
Prepositions.
About usually follows. You don't give a hoot about something.
Collocations.
Sometimes people say, don't give two hoots, just to double the value of the hoot.
And the opposite of not giving a hoot.
To care deeply or be concerned.
Item 23.
Oh.
This one feels a bit meaner. Not give by the time of day.
Not give somebody the time of day. Yes, this is about social rejection. It means to ignore someone completely because you think they are not important or you dislike them.
It's the idea that you wouldn't even expend the tiny amount of energy it takes to look at your watch for them.
It's very cold. Since he became famous, he won't give his old friends the time of day.
That's a classic arrogant behavior.
It is. Or, I tried to be nice, but she wouldn't give me the time of day. She basically ghosted me.
Right.
And as advice, don't waste your effort on him. He won't give you the time of day.
Semantic field. Social rejection and arrogance?
Correct.
Synonyms for that?
To ignore, shun, snub, or to look down on.
Prepositions.
None within the phrase itself.
And collocations.
Won't give me the time of day is the most common structure.
And the opposite.
To pay attention to or to treat with respect.
Item 24. Not have a clue.
Not have a clue.
Yeah.
This means to be completely ignorant about something to not know anything at all. You are missing the vital evidence, the clue.
It feels very Sherlock Holmes. If you have no clues, you can't solve the case.
Exactly. I don't have a clue where we are right now.
You're completely lost.
Completely. He didn't have a clue how to fix the sink, or, in conversation, do you know the answer? No, I don't have a clue.
The semantic field is knowledge and ignorance.
Yes.
Synonyms.
Be clueless, have no idea, or be in the dark.
Prepositions.
About is often used after. You don't have a clue about something.
And collocations to intensify it.
Not have a single clue. That emphasizes the total lack of knowledge.
And the opposite.
To know exactly or to be well-informed.
Okay, item 25. Back to sleep, or lack thereof, not sleep a wink.
Not sleep a wink. A wink is the quick closing and opening of an eye. This phrase means to not sleep at all during the night. Not even for a second.
Now, is this literal, or is it an exaggeration?
It's often hyperbole. You might have slept for 20 minutes, but it feels like 0.
Right.
For example. The baby cried all night, so I didn't sleep a wink.
Every new parent knows that feeling very well.
They do. Or, I was so excited about the trip that I couldn't sleep a wink. Anticipation keeps you awake. And simply, he looked tired because he hadn't slept a wink.
The semantic field is sleep and insomnia.
Yes.
And synonyms.
To have a sleepless night or to stay awake all night?
Prepositions.
None.
Collocations.
Didn't sleep a wink or couldn't sleep a wink.
And the opposite, when you have a great night's sleep.
You sleep like a log or you sleep soundly.
Item 26, no wonder.
No wonder. This is a logical phrase. It means it is not surprising. It's used to show that a fact explains why something else happened.
It removes the wonder or the mystery.
Exactly. It connects cause and effect. That explains it.
Right.
It is freezing outside. No wonder you were shivering. The cold explains the shivering. It's not a mystery anymore.
Got it.
He studied every day, so no wonder he got an A. And no wonder the car broke down. It had no oil.
The semantic field is logic, expectation, and cause and effect.
Yes.
And synonyms.
It's not surprising that naturally, or the slightly older phrase, little wonder.
Prepositions.
None.
And collocations.
Small wonder is another one, or it is no wonder.
And the opposite.
Surprisingly or amazingly.
Item 27. This is a famous proverb. No use crying over spilt milk.
No use crying over spilt milk, a classic. It means there is no point in being upset over something that has already happened and cannot be changed.
Right. The milk is on the floor. Crying won't put it back in the bottle.
Exactly. It's about stoicism. Just clean it up and move on.
Yes.
We lost the money, but there is no use crying over spilt milk.
That's some tough love.
It is. The vase is broken. Well, no use crying over spilt milk. And as advice, move on and fix the problem. No use crying over spilt milk.
The semantic field is regret, acceptance, and proverbs.
Yes.
Synonyms.
What's done is done, or don't dwell on the past.
Prepositions.
Over connects the crying to the object, crying over the spilt milk.
And collocations.
It's no use crying over spilt milk. It's almost always said in that full form.
And the opposite behavior.
To dwell on the past or to regret deeply.
Okay. Item 28. Not on your life.
Not on your life. This is a very strong refusal. It means definitely not.
It's emphatic.
Extremely. It implies, I wouldn't do it even if you bet your life on it, or even if my life depended on it.
It's not just a no, it's a hell no.
Exactly. Would I ever skydive? Not on your life.
I agree with that one 100%.
Or, I'm not lending him money again. Not on your life. And ask me to work for free. Not on your life.
The semantic field is refusal and determination.
Yes.
And the synonyms.
Absolutely not. No way. Or the more formal, under no circumstances.
Positions.
On is fixed within the phrase.
Collocations.
None, really. It stands on its own as a fixed phrase.
And the opposite. The enthusiastic yes.
By all means, certainly. Or just yes.
Item 29. A similar vibe, but used differently. Nothing doing.
Nothing doing? This isn't an informal way to say no or to indicate that something will not happen or is not working. It often implies a failed attempt.
It feels very colloquial, like I tried to get tickets, but nothing doing.
Yes, that's a perfect example. I asked for a discount, but nothing doing.
Yeah.
Meaning the answer was a flat no.
Right.
But it can also apply to machines. We tried to start the car, but nothing doing. Meaning the engine wouldn't turn over. It failed.
Ah. So it can mean failure as well as refusal.
It can. And as a direct refusal, nothing doing. I am not cleaning your room for you.
The semantic field is refusal and failure,
Yes.
And synonyms.
No chance. Forget it. Or it didn't work.
Prepositions.
None.
Collocation.
You can emphasize it with absolutely nothing doing.
And the opposite.
It worked. Success or a sure thing.
And finally, item 30.
Yeah.
We made it. Nothing to do with.
Nothing to do with. This indicates a lack of connection or relevance. It means to be unrelated to something, to not be involved with something.
It's about creating distance, pushing something away.
It is. My decision has nothing to do with you. That's telling someone not to take it personally.
Right. Stay out of it.
Exactly. Or, this problem has nothing to do with the computer software. It's a hardware issue, perhaps.
Yeah.
And I want nothing to do with that risky business.
The semantic field is connection and relevance, or specifically, negative relevance.
Correct.
Synonyms.
Unrelated to, irrelevant to, or separate from.
Prepositions.
The with is essential. It connects to the object. Nothing to do with X.
And collocations.
Have nothing to do with, or absolutely nothing to do with, or absolutely nothing to do with.
And the opposite.
Everything to do with, or closely related to.
Wow. 30 items. That was a marathon. Everyone, just take a deep breath.
It was, but think about the value. We didn't just translate them. We looked at the collocations, the nuances, the prepositions.
Right.
That is how you move from intermediate to advanced. You learn the company a word keeps.
Absolutely. And I want to leave the listener with something to think about. We had a few phrases today. No use crying over spilt milk, lost cause, nothing doing. It struck me that English has a very specific way of handling failure.
It does, which raises an important question for you to think about. How does your own language handle the concept of failure? Do you have idioms that are forgiving, like spilt milk, or idioms that are harsh? Think about what that says about culture.
That is a great thought to chew on. To our learner out there, try to use just one of these in a sentence today. Just one. That's how it starts.
Precisely.
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll see you next time.